You were the catalyst for this conversation, though. Badass Uncle Sam.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I never been a fan of Uncle Sam, but this badass Uncle Sam, though,
Right?
I can get with this.
Everything about this video I loved. You're in for a treat here. This is the last conversation I had over the weekend. And I just loved it. I love the fact that, the lady that I started out talking to, originally from California, and smart. You could feel the frustration. I mean, you could feel what in her, what a lot of us feel. When it just, you could just feel the whole nation running through her. And her frustration, and yet not wanting to really release. I mean, she was untethered, but she's still there. And then the guy that comes along, also from California, the dreadlocks guy. I love this. I mean, look, he comes into the conversation, comes up, and he had taken a picture of one of my posters. He didn't need to come up and ask me if it was okay if I took that picture, because he had already taken it and he could have walked off or whatever. And he had a lot to add to this conversation. And then you watch the synchronicity between the two of them as the conversation progressed. And I tell you, this is what inspires me to be out there. Because, I mean, ooh, baby. Tell you, it ain't easy. It ain't easy. But it's conversations like this that, and moments like this that say, okay. And look, if you want me out there, I need sponsors. I really need sponsors. So please, if it's not too much to ask, go to subscribestar.com and become a sponsor. Please do. It's subscribestar.com. Badass Uncle Sam. Go to my site. The tiers are there. Hit a subscription. It really would help. And of course, my designs. If you want to go get them, that'd be really great. So I want to thank you very much for coming by. Pray for me out there. I am praying for you. Because if all else fails, that's the only thing that'll hold us up. So God bless you, and let's get through this one, and I'll see you on the other side.
Politics, like, really tough. And then I voted for Obama that first time, and then after that first time, I was done with politics after Obama.
What turned you off?
I feel like I was manipulated, and I feel like they used his race as a way to make it seem like things are actually changing and they're better, and it's not true. I woke up after that.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so
well,
after that, I've been indifferent.
Yeah, I can understand.
I don't get angry.
Yeah.
I don't get sad. And then when he got in office, I was really done. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, I think he was a product of the fact that people were pissed off at politicians. They wanted, I think it could have been anybody that wasn't a politician. Anybody would have won. Just because of what you just said. People were fed up with politics as usual.
Yeah.
And being fooled. So I don't know whether it was him or, Joe Schmo the plumber.
Right.
It would have made no difference who had gotten in. But the thing is, they want us giving up. They want us to go ahead and start, not watching.
That's a good point.
You know, they want us to go ahead and okay, it's over. I'm straight to hell with this. Point is, we got to get more involved. I mean, we have to get more involved with it because otherwise, you know, they just keep on running amok.
Yeah.
You know, so, but, yeah, it's a tough one. Now, you can see I'm neither a Democrat or Republican. I'm just pissed.
Yeah, because I used to vote. I used to vote independent. Then I was Democrat. Now I haven't even registered to vote. To tell you the truth, I'm not even gonna lie.
Well, yeah, that's up. But you're an intelligent woman. You got strong. You've been in it before. You know what to think. You know what to look for, and what not to look for. You know, and I would say just listen. You know, I kind of judge people on who their enemies are.
Yeah.
As more than anything else. You know, there's a friend. So the fact that his own party was against him was kind of a plus for me.
Right.
It's kind of, well, you know, anyway, because, you know, there's really hardly any difference at all between the Democrats and Republicans. As you said, they both play us. They both play us. And the deep state is real. Like right now, we're supposed to have a Department of Justice. Oh, bull. Who has the Department of Justice held accountable? We know that the deep state is real. I mean, we've seen the FBI do things that are criminal.
Yeah.
You know, we know that 9/11 was an inside job. Mm-hmm. We know these things, and yet we keep on hearing this bull. And now the IG report just came out a little while ago, you know, showing how Comey was doing all these illegal things. And Barr goes, yeah.
Right.
And then you got Epstein, who commits suicide in jail. And Barr goes, yeah, but I don't see any reason to believe he didn't commit suicide, when there were like 30 anomalies to say that, you know, excuse me, I mean, you know, I know justice is blind, but it isn't that blind.
Right. That's why I feel like, I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm in the twilight zone.
Oh, yeah.
When I'm looking at the news, I'm like, is this shit real?
Thank you.
Do people, I mean, but a lot of people not understand, but they know that something's not right. Like the Epstein thing, like, when I saw he committed suicide, I was like,
yeah, right.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like that.
The fact that people go along with, it's like willing ignorance.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, people they want us to get, you know, they throw these absurdities at us, so we go, God, screw it. So we do walk away. Again, they don't want us paying attention. They want us to become so upset that they can keep on getting away with these things. The thing that gets me is I ask a lot of people in the government, because I get to speak to a lot of people out here, authorities, police, prosecutors, former and current, people deep in the government, and I ask them, and it disturbs me when they answer this way, because a lot of them do, what's it going to take? And a lot of them say a revolution.
I said that years ago.
Yeah.
I said that years ago. But the thing about that is, if there was to be a revolution, I mean, life as we know it right now will be completely upturned.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a word, but it would, I mean, are we really prepared for that?
Well...
But I think that it's, honestly, I feel like it's inevitable.
Thank you.
I do feel like it's going to happen. I'm not sure if I'm going to see it in my lifetime.
I think we will. I think there's
scary.
Well, yeah, but you know, it has to happen. It's sort of like you got a rotten tooth.
Right.
You just can't let it fester and then go into your jaw, and then, you know, it might kill you. So, I mean, it has to be taken care of.
Right.
As it comes a time. And yeah, there will be there'll be a lot of turmoil. But remember, the world doesn't want to see us fail either, because, you know, we are a part of it.
Yes,
so,
if America fails,
yeah,
I mean, because it was just like with, I remember it was many years ago when, what's his name? Gaddafi wanted to have the denier.
Right. He was going to bring in...
Now, if that would have happened, Europe, their currency... it would be worthless the next day. Like, it would have toppled. I mean, so I can understand why certain things happen. It would have toppled Europe, U.S. I mean,
well, the central bankers have to go
mean-
down. I mean, if we're gonna take care of everything, we got to chop that head off.
right.
I mean, those guys are the cause of it all. I mean, what did they kill Kennedy for? Because he wanted to get out of the central bank and bring back, us printing our own money. Go back to the gold standard. So, because all we're doing is borrowing money from them at outrageous interest
Right.
rates. And, we're borrowing our own money.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. So this craziness has to end, and that because they're playing it, because they always like to label us. They always like to go ahead and your Democrats are all idiots, and you Republicans are all racist, and you blah, blah. And they always like to put us in these banks, so we keep on fighting with one another. But I think people are waking up and getting past that.
I'm not so sure, because this whole Trump thing, like, anytime something racist happens, they say, "Oh, it's because of Trump." Like, I don't buy that. I don't.
It's a kid. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's getting old. People don't buy it. Are you familiar with Candace Owens?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look at her awakening, because she was a liberal, and then, just like you, she started going, wait a second, and she started listening to some of the things he said. It's like, it's making sense. And then people would pile on her, and she'd go, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right.
Wait a second, I got my own mind. I want to, let me go. Then she went, okay, screw you guys, It's like the hashtag walkaway thing. Familiar with that?
No.
Oh, yeah, it was this when he was running. Some gay guy from New York, liberal. Gets online, he says, some of the things he says make sense. All of a sudden, they just pile on. Oh, you're a racist, white, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm a gay liberal from New York.
Right.
I'm just saying some of the things he says, right? They kept on piling on him. He says, all right, screw you guys. So he went ahead and made this video called hashtag walkaway. Why I'm walking away from the Democratic Party. Boom! It exploded. All these people coming out, and then you've got what happened is sort of like the radicals, or the real radicals, the communists really took over the Democratic Party, and that's why you got things like open borders now, infanticide. These things wouldn't even be discussed 10 years ago. They wouldn't even be brought up. Socialism is now open up in the Democratic Party. These things never would have been brought up.
I saw that coming with, what's his name?
Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, I saw that coming, because he couldn't openly say, I'm socialist.
Or now.
But a lot of his ideas were socialist ideas.
Yes.
But he tried to cover it with a sprinkle of democracy. Like,
now they don't even
socialism
try to cover it.
Yeah. Right.
Now it's like, we're taking over everything, Medicare for all. And the Green New Deal? Nobody, how the hell do you, they just had that 7-hour marathon on the, climate change on CNN with all the Democratic candidates. 7 hours talking about this hoax?
Yeah.
What I believes this stuff?
What I want to see is, what are they going to do? I heard it was one candidate talking about school loans. And I would vote for that, because the school loans, man,
that's a racket.
Machines.
That's a racket. They've turned education into a racket.
I don't even work in that field.
Yeah.
And I still owe $12,000.
Thank you.
I have a friend who owes $30,000.
Thank you.
I have another friend who owes $60,000.
Thank you. They've turned.
And she's making $12 an hour.
We go back into making us slaves by crushing us with debt.
Right.
So they've turned these things into rackets to go ahead and put us into debt, so we become debt slaves. This is absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I hope you get back into it, because you got a good mind. You ought to get back into it. You ought to be, educate yourself to what's going on and make up your own mind where you want to go with it, because we need good people participating in it and making their voices heard. We don't need you sitting on the sidelines.
Yeah, pissed off like me.
Well, stay pissed off.
I'm disillusioned.
Stay pissed off.
Right.
But direct that energy into a positive location. But stay pissed off. I'm pissed off. This is what I do. I put my energy into, to get out of jail free card from Hillary Clinton. And but I direct my energy into my art. so I can, because it's propaganda too. It's a lot how they project there. So I'm fighting them with my propaganda.
Yeah.
So I'm using image and getting out there and talking to people to hopefully make it a small dent in this. Because everything we do, every little grain of sand we can put in there, helps.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they control us if we don't control them.
That's true. Well, it kind of inspired me. Maybe I will. Because I've only been listening to it a little bit. The reason why I've kind of drawn away from it is the whole...
Gets frustrating.
And also the whole, I'm so tired of hearing about the race stuff.
Oh, yes.
It's driving me crazy.
Yes.
I just want to live life.
This is not the 1950s.
And of course there's injustice still.
Of course there is.
But I don't want to consume my mind with that. And that's why I've kind of pulled away from the news and stuff, because it's...
But they're good, because they lie.
Yeah.
These guys are not here to tell us the news. They're here to go ahead and manipulate us and to try to go ahead and drum things into our mind that doesn't really exist. There's no institutional racism anymore. Back in the 50s, yeah. But not now. You're going to run into individuals that are going to be racist, sure. Hell, I'm going to be discriminated against. I'm a white guy. I'm going to run into it from time to time, depending on where I'm at.
What year were you born? What year were you born?
47.
Oh, okay. You're my dad's age.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I've seen that. I've been around long enough to see it.
Right.
See the whole gamut. But now it's they make up enemies so we can keep on fighting with one another. Mm-hmm. They make stuff up. They try to force stuff.
Yeah, because I've seen a news story after watching. I'm like, I feel a certain way. You know what I mean? So.
Well, if I may, to maybe help a bit, my rule of thumb is I try to stay away from all the commercial news, because I figure anytime they're spending, the commercial money is being spent on news, they're going to lie to you through omission. It's the things they don't say, and then they project something else. So I tend to, because of the internet now, we have a lot of independent journalists. Mm-hmm. And I tend to listen to them. If they're selling, like InfoWars is a good example, because they sell their own products.
InfoWars. Is that
Alex Jones.
Oh, okay. Wasn't he in trouble recently?
Oh, he's always trying to get. They're always trying to get him in trouble.
I saw something he's being sued for.
Oh, they're always suing him.
Because he was saying something. Now, do you think that was a hoax? Do you think that some of these shootings?
Absolutely.
The family from one of these school shootings is suing him for saying that it was a hoax.
But you said most of the school shooting, most of what we're seeing, like 9/11, and are false flags.
What are they for?
To fear, to instill fear and control, because fear is control. So, they go ahead and perpetrate it. Like the FBI was investigating, out of 29 plots they say they stopped, 27 of them they instigated. Hell, they went ahead and gave the bombs for the first World Trade Center bombings. They gave the bombs to the bomber. That's on record. So, these things they perpetrate to go ahead and create this fear, to put us in this fearful state all the time. So that's why we always got to say, government, we ought to reduce government to the lowest form possible. As far as I'm concerned, all I ought to be responsible for is picking up the garbage. That'd be it. That's, everything else we should be in control of.
What about water? Making sure the water's clean.
Oh, well, of course. Well, anytime anything. Hey, cool, man.
Is it okay if I take that?
Yeah, sure, man.
That's so, man.
Of course, man. I know.
What is it?
Look, I'm gonna show you. Look, this one. Yeah, because I'm from California. We got some of the worst gun laws in America. I'm not with that.
Yeah, check out the other side.
I just wanted the NRA and everything. Trying to see what I can do to help pass some new legislation in California, because that's not cool.
Amen, brother. Amen.
We have all of those mass shootings and stuff like that.
Thank you.
You guys don't got guns.
Thank you. Thank you. A lot of this stuff is just basic common sense. This is nothing new here. This is like common sense. Yeah. Here's another thing. The LPGT community makes up what? 0.3% of the population. And what are they, how much time and what are they doing to disrupt our lives? Training bathrooms, getting kids to be confused about what they are. You know, they have transvestite, it's going into libraries. And
non-gender roles in the
yes.
schools and shit like that.
You got 5 or 6 year olds
and a woman.
They shouldn't even be exposed to this.
Not at all.
There's some show of this little girl. Well, I don't even know what to call it. She was originally a boy. She's like 12.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Exactly.
Like, how did you? When I was 12, I wasn't thinking about that shit.
You shouldn't be. You should be able to let children be children for crying out loud. You know, let it be, man. Let it be. So again, this is what they want. They want us to go ahead and start fighting with one another. This is what they want.
Listen. You know what happened to this little boy?
Yeah, I know. And I'm not so sure that wasn't orchestrated.
Right.
You know, as I say, they go ahead and do a lot of this stuff. You know, more shit they make up to socially engineer us. But we're not being fooled. I mean, I'm running into more people all the time. Right past this crap. No matter where you're from, California, here, there, this.
Right.
So I'm just looking at, man, we gotta, you know, we just gotta keep. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know we got a lot of things we gotta face. We're gonna be facing things like this.
That's coming up real soon.
Yeah. And that's gonna, like, I mean, talk about change. That right there we gotta address. I mean, 10 years from now, we're looking at 30 to 50% of the people being out of work. What are we going to do with all these out of work people? If you don't have a workforce for the welfare system, it's going to be put them out of work. What if all these? Well, we're talking about revolution.
Right, that's when it's going to happen. You know what we were just talking about?
Yeah.
Because like,
iRobot.
you go into Walgreens or any of these stores, they have the automatic checkout, like where you check out yourself.
Yeah.
One day I asked the girl, I said, "You're not scared of this taking your job? Like, you know, one day you're going to walk in here and it's going to be all robots or these machines, you know?"
Even the same thing with all these new Tesla factories that's popping up. They're becoming more automated and things like that. Everything's becoming more automated. That's what I'm trying to find out. As far as like even just the stock market, I'm trying to find out where to invest my money in. So when everybody does get placed out of work, at least my money can work, and I don't have to. You know, like I don't know.
That's if your stocks are even worth it.
Right.
No,
exactly. It's crazy. It's so much going on.
I don't know. I think like a good thing to do now is to learn how to like grow food, like learn how to take care of yourself. Like
back to the basics.
Yes, like how to generate your own electricity. Like that's the smartest thing you can do, I think.
Natural medicines.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
Absolutely. See?
Back to the basics.
You know, it's Thomas Jefferson said it. I give the people, common people, the ability to come up with a solution to their problems better than any elitist government can do. It's us coming up with common sense solutions.
Common sense.
Grow your own food.
So simple.
Defend yourself.
Because the food they're giving us now is making us sick anyway.
Right.
You know?
Even that new vegan shit, like, it's
act like
vegan,
it's better, but it's still processed.
Thank you.
What is it this?
What's the difference? You go pick your poison. You go a pork pull sandwich or a processed pull sandwich.
Right.
But
Exactly.
that pull sandwich didn't grow out the dirt.
It's just they're just shuffling those cards, baby.
Right, you still made it inside the factory in a lab and shit like the fuck. Like,
Yeah, you're right. God bless you guys for being aware. I swear to you. So I love being out here, man.
now,
Running
like,
into people that know what's going on.
you were the catalyst for this conversation, though. Badass Uncle Sam.
Right.
I ain't gonna lie. I never been a fan of Uncle Sam, but this badass Uncle Sam, though, I can get with this.
All right,
Hey, yeah. Hey, take a picture of me and my new
God
uncle.
bless you.
Hey, excuse me. Take a picture with us too. My sister will take a picture of all of us.
got a picture.
No, but we gotta be looking this time on guard, but not off guard. Thanks, Unc.
Did you get one of my cards?
Appreciate you. Not yet. I'm definitely gonna grab one.
There you go.
Have a good day.
Check out my
You too.
YouTube channel. You'll be on it.
Oh, yeah, YouTube channel?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
You've been on camera all along.
Oh, God, I didn't. You a real badass. All right,
So how was that one? Was that good? Did you like it? Well, then you hit that like button. Share this one. Please share this one. Put it out in your email and your social programs and whatnot. This is, I just enjoyed it. I enjoyed these people. So, again, thanks for coming by, and please, if you can, contribute. God bless you. Pray for me. I'm praying for you. See you on the streets.